Splitgate 2 just had their first Relaunch Playtest, which removes faction restrictions and allows you to build your loadouts based on any weapon you want. They also unlocked a third perk slot for you to choose from. Here are my favorite loadouts for each weapon type: AR, DMR, Shotty, BR, and SMG. Starting with ARs, my favorite weapon is a Synapse. This is what my loadout in the main Splitgate 2 build looks like. Feel free to pause the video to review. As such, we start off the playtest build with the Synapse. As for our attachments, we start with the rapid fire attachment, which turns this already fast firing AR into an AR-SMG beast. We then add grip to it, which gives it the most minimal recoil. For our secondary, we're going with the punch heavy pistol. You'll see why soon enough. We tack on piercing ammo, which gives it the ability to penetrate, and if you didn't know, a little bit more magnetism as the bullets are actually larger. For our gear, we're going with stim shot, and you'll notice that this tends to be what I stick with. I'm big on healing, and although the regen cloud is certainly another option that can also benefit the team, stim shot just keeps you going longer. Next, we're going with quick draw, which gives you faster weapon swap and equipment throw. This benefits us in two ways. For one, going back to the punch heavy pistol, you can fire a bullet which does a lot of damage and swap quickly to your Synapse to finish them off. And quick draw also benefits your stim shot, as you're able to stim yourself faster than without this perk. Next, I'm going with overclock, which makes my stim shot available to me quicker and more often. And lastly, I'm choosing killer equipment so that my equipment recharges even quicker when I'm getting kills. As you can see, we're really trying to keep stim shot available to us at all times. The goal is to get involved in as many gunfights as possible while keeping ourselves healed up. Pause the video now to review the full loadout here. Next, for our DMR class, we're going with the Cadence Carbine. This is what my loadout in the main Splitgate 2 build looks like. Feel free to pause the video to review. Technically, if you wanted to go with the deadliest DMR, you'd want to pick the Warden, but I feel like the Cadence is the most balanced and forgiving while still being deadly. It also feels the most like the Splitgate 1 Carbine. With our Cadence, we're going with rapid fire once again for speedier shots, but we're also taking piercing ammo with us. Once again, this makes the bullets slightly chunkier and allows for penetrating shots, which can be useful at a distance. As for our secondary, we're going with the Goliath Heavy Pistol. Goliath is probably the GOAT of sidearm damage, as it absolutely shreds. We're once again putting piercing ammo on it for chunkier bullets and penetration possibility. Our gear will be the stim shot, and that will essentially be our go-to moving forward. This time, our first perk will be Fast Hands. We're not building around quick draw, but rather being able to reload faster for our weapons. Then we're running overclock once again, so that we have our stim shot quicker, and killer equipment to reduce the cooldown even more on kills. Pause the video now to review the full loadout here. Next, for our Shotty, we're going with Plow. This is what my loadout in the main Splitgate 2 build looks like. Feel free to pause the video to review. The Blitz can be fun, but when it comes to pure damage output, the Plow is the Shotty of choice. We are going with rapid fire for quicker shots, and also laser sight for a tighter spread, which can be very beneficial here. For our secondary, once again, we're going with Goliath for its high damage output and piercing ammo for the additional magnetism and penetration potential. Our gear? You guessed it, stim shot to get in and out of gunfights and regen our health quicker. Now for perks, we're switching things up. Since we're often going to be up close and personal, perk 1 is going to be Melee Mend, which triggers health regeneration on melee kills. Yes, we're going all in on healing. This works well with perk 2, Heavy Punch, which deals increased melee damage, making it more likely to kill someone with a melee punch. And lastly, killer equipment so that we can regen our stim shot quicker, which is even more important here since we're not running overclock. Pause the video now to review the full loadout here. Next, for our battle rifle, we're choosing the Jackhammer. This is what my loadout in the main Splitgate 2 build looks like. Feel free to pause the video to review. I always found this BR to shred the most, and it also feels the most like Halo's BR, so I'm a fan. Similar to our DMR loadout, we're running rapid fire, as well as piercing ammo. For our secondary, we're once again going with the Goliath, as it's just such a reliable, high damaging secondary. As it's been the trend, piercing ammo once again. Then once more, stim shot as our gear, and we'll be going with Fast Hands for quicker reload times. Overclock keeps our equipment cooldown shorter, and killer equipment cuts even more time so that we're constantly running with stim shots. Pause the video now to review the full loadout here. Lastly, for our SMGs, I actually made 3 classes, one for each primary. Let's start with the Sprinter. This is what my loadout in the main Splitgate 2 build looks like. Feel free to pause the video to review. So we're adding rapid fire, making it the fastest firing weapon in any loadout, and we're also going with laser sight to keep the spread tight. As for secondary, we're going back to the punch heavy pistol, which means that we'll be building around firing our punch, then swapping to our primary. Piercing ammo here once again. Then surprise surprise, stim shots for our gear. And we're going back to quick draw as our perk for faster weapon swap. We'll be keeping overclock and killer equipment to cut our cooldown for StimShot as much as possible. Pause the video now to review the full loadout here. Next, our Phasma SMG. This is what my loadout in the main Splitgate 2 build looks like. Feel free to pause the video to review. I like to run extended mag on it as I feel like it can use the extra ammunition in the clip. I also feel like grip is a must for this weapon for virtually no recoil. Once again, we're building around quick draw, so we're taking the punch heavy pistol. Piercing ammo on that as per usual. Then StimShot, shocking absolutely no one. Then once again, quick draw for the deadly 1-2 combo of shooting with the punch, then swapping to Phasma for the finish. Overclock and killer equipment will continue to keep our cooldown for StimShot short. Pause the video now to review the full loadout here. Last but not least, we have the Rattler, which is the meta SMG in ranked. This is what my loadout in the main Splitgate 2 build looks like. Feel free to pause the video to review. With the Rattler, we're going with rapid fire for faster pew pew and grip to keep her steady. Now for secondary, this might surprise you, but we're going with the Goliath and not the punch heavy pistol. Why, you might ask? Well, the Rattler ramps up as you fire it, so the fact of the matter is that using the punch heavy pistol for quick damage, then swapping to the Rattler to finish the kill is not very effective, as it takes a moment for the Rattler to reach full speed. So with the Goliath, you have a reliable secondary if you need to swap to it, and we're taking piercing ammo once again. Then we're going with StimShot. Wow, who would have thought? No need for quick draw here, so fast hands will be our go-to for quicker reloads, especially with our Rattler. Overclock and killer equipment will round us out and keep the StimShot readily available. Pause the video now to review the full loadout here. And that's all my loadouts. I built around my playstyle, which is why you see StimShots and equipment cooldown perks as being my combination of choice. What were some of your go-to combinations? Let me know. What did you think of the recent playtest? Did you like the way weapon loadouts are handled, or would you like to see further changes? Let me know in the comments below. Formation Wolf out.